Hello, you've got plans to head out on the water this weekend. Conditions will be improving for the most part. We've had quite a complex looking weather system, that sprawl of a weather system, that low with its accompanying troughs easing away from the far north. A southwesterly sets in. That will have some oomph with it early on, but it does ease back as the high out to the west builds in, opening up the pressure gradient, and the weather then for the most part just eases back. Still having that hint of that southerly there. Leftover showers, those are there up across the far north, but I think for the most part to many areas, conditions-wise, the higher seas are off towards the east. Further west, notice the purple looking pretty good. And it's that weak trough there, but if anything, the colour stays well offshore. But you'll just notice some slightly higher seas, 2 to say 3 metres around the lower North Island, but it is an improving day. That second trough does provide a few showers, but the winds, they'll be easing their way back. Initially, it's a westerly at 16 for places like Bluff. You'll be probably seeing it ease back there through the day. Going up the east coast as well, things are still in that south to southwest direction, easing away into a few areas maybe there around likes of Banks Peninsula. Southwest at 10 for Brighton Beach, Kaikoura's 15, Nelson fairly light, you've got the shelter there, and through Cook Strait. We will still have the southerly, but it's eased back, so that usually indicates you've got a good day. Don't bear in mind you could have a few early showers here across the lower North Island. Heading further west around Taranaki Bight, it's fairly quiet for the most part. Southeast at 4, that's about it, and then further east, a similar sort of thing. Raglan will finish off at probably a southerly. You'll notice more of that southerly as we come to some eastern areas, so it's about 11 for Wainuia Beach, and then all the way to the Bay of Plenty. We will still perhaps see that shifting around, southeasterly at 10. The low sits here, so this I think early on you just have a bit more of that breeze, particularly as you head out into the Hauraki Gulf, getting into the southwesterly here, but of course there will still be some cloud, and to eastern areas you'll still have some showers, so it'll be a different prospect as you start off the course of the day. Improving here though, as what's left of that low and wet weather, that does clear away from eastern areas, Coromandel, Northland. Improving as the pressure builds. What are slightly higher seas to eastern areas of 2 or 3 metres, that does ease back down. New trough to the south just reinforces some slightly higher seas there, and that will just zip its way up the east coast. But however you want to slice it, fairly quiet weather. The high is building in, one little break in the action with a weak front, even though most of the moisture on that is limited, and a new high sitting out to the west, waiting to slowly build in to give us what is going to be a fairly quiet week to come. That's the weather for now. More at metservice.com.